What's good, my people? What's good, my people? What's good, my people? It's your boy AK Infinity. This is Rockers Propaganda. Follow me on Twitter, AK Infinity underscore VVS. Um, like, subscribe, comment, the whole nine. You know the drill by now. Rockets is on a win streak. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Who would have thought? A lot of people thought we was gonna lose to the Kings this first game, but I was like, nah, we got to get this dub. There's 2 games of practice, well, 2 days of practice in between. We got another one with them on Monday tomorrow. Um, but yeah, man, here's my quick thoughts on the game. I don't know if they're gonna be quick or not, but here's my thoughts on the game. Number one, um, team defense. Man, we did the damn thing. It was communicating. It was flying all over the place. They didn't really create like a ton of turnovers, but I mean they were locking up, man. They was really locking up. Shangoon wasn't letting Sabonis get off at all. Shangoon's defense has been crazy good. Uh, Dillon Brooks, I mean, that's every game for him. Jalen Green's defense was super good as well, man. He wasn't letting people off the hook, going back door on them, cutting on them, scoring on them, any of that. Another point too, man. Rebounds. We won the rebound battle by 10. Ime Udoka said after the game in the post conference was he was like, that was kind of a point of emphasis. They went back to some old school rebounding drills. So, just to kind of get it on their mind that, hey, we need to get on the glass. We can't be having a good defensive possession and then, it all don't matter just because you let an offensive rebound go and now they got a second chance. We got to cut that down. So they look like they did do a good job of that. So that was, that's kind of what I really like about Ime Udoka, man. He's not he's trying to fix problems in real time. Like he's not waiting for anything else. He's not waiting for reinforcements. He's not waiting for certain players to come back from injury. He's not waiting for the trade deadline, off season, none of that. He's coaching, fixing problems in real time, showing them, drilling them, film room, all of that. You wouldn't hear nothing like that last season with Coach Smiles. You wasn't hearing it. Silas just if it ain't in my head, then we can't do it. He can't think outside the box at all. Speaking of thinking outside the box, there was a point in this game where I noticed something what Ime was doing offensively, and he was he was picking on their small guards. Um, Davion Mitchell is small. He's a good defender, but he's small. Um, Kevin Herter is not really a good defender. He's a really good shooter though. But what he was doing was when either Davion Mitchell or Kevin Herter was on Dillon Brooks, he'd go post up Dillon Brooks on that ass. He'd go post Dillon Brooks up on him, and Dillon, and they'll just play through that. They'll play through that set. They'll play through that action. Dillon will either score or he'll pass it out. The same way we'll do with LP. So, I thought that was a really intelligent move. That's not something we would have seen last season with uh, Mr. Smiles. We wouldn't have seen that last season. How do I know? Because we didn't see it. We just didn't see it. Udoka seems very adaptable. It looked like he came into the game wanting to play one way, but then he saw how they were playing. They were like, oh no, we can switch that up on the fly. We ain't gotta wait till halftime. We ain't gotta wait for practice. We can switch that up like right now. So that was a good note. Jabari Smith, he started off the game pretty solid. Set the tone for the offense pretty much. He did his thing, man. He had 21 points, 11 rebounds. Let me run through the stats right quick. Jabari had 21 points, 11 rebounds, a block. He had a nice block on JaVale McGee. JaVale McGee tried to punch one. Jabari said, "Nah, this ain't 2010, bro." Um, then Dillon Brooks had Jabari was a plus four. Dillon Brooks had 26, one turnover, a steal, an assist, 9 rebounds. He was plus 25. 2 for 4 from three. Jabari was 3 for 6 from three. Um, Yeah, Dillon Brooks was doing the damn thing. Like I said, man, they started playing through him because they had them little guards on him, especially Kevin Herter. He was punishing Kevin Herter. Shingun, solid game, 15 points, 2 steals, 6 assists, 9 rebounds, 1 for 3 from three. Fred VanVleet, 21 plus 13, had 2 turnovers, but he had 12 dimes, 6 rebounds, 4 for 14 from three. But I live with that volume. I'm good with that. Jalen Green, 10 points. He was plus 26, which is second on the team. He had 5 assists, and he was just 4 for 10 from the field, 0 for 2 from three, 2 for 7 from the free throw line. It don't look like Jalen gonna be a good free throw shooter this season, at least not this season. But I tell you one good thing that he did do. Um, so it looked like Jalen is using his scoring gravity to create openings for his teammates. That's not something he was doing last season. Last season it was tunnel vision scoring, and maybe he'll dump something off to somebody. But he's using his gravity on and off the ball to create openings for his teammates, and that's something that, like I said, we didn't see last season. This is something that that is going to be a big step in his development because sure we know he could score. Sure he's not having the best scoring season this year, but I don't care nothing about that. Jalen Green's scoring is going to come at some point. It's going to come. He'll be all right. He'll be fine. Y'all, chill. He's not a bust. Chill. Be patient. He's doing exactly what the coaching staff is asking him to do. He's developing his non-scoring skills. He's being a glue guy at times when he needs to be. He's being a connective passer when he needs to be. These are things that we have been looking for him because we know that he can score, but we don't know what the hell else he can do. This is a good sign for him. Now we know if he's not scoring, he can find other ways to be effective. This is very important. This is extremely important, especially in the fourth quarter when the Kings started to try to make a comeback. They was giving Jalen the ball, but the Kings was throwing a double at Jalen. They wouldn't let him pass the three-point line. They were throwing doubles at him, and he was like, all right, cool. I'm going to let this thing go to somebody else. And, somebody else was scoring, and that somebody else was Dillon Brooks. um, the bench tonight. The bench was trash. Well, I ain't going to say it was trash. They wasn't trash. They just couldn't score. It's besides Jay Sean. Jay Sean was actually 3 for 3 from three. He had 11 points, 4 rebounds, an assist. If Jay Sean Tate gonna turn into Glenn Rice, I ain't mad at it. Shoot that thing, bruh. Nobody else shooting it. Out the whole bench, he had 11 points. The next closest person was Jermaine Samuels with 2. And he ain't played but 1 minute in garbage time. But that's crazy. Yeah, Rafael Stone, I understand we got some injuries, but yeah, Jock Landale, I'll give him some more time, but he not looking too good. No, he not looking too good. Aaron Holiday didn't score nothing. Jeff Green came in and hit a free throw. He had 5 boards in his 5 minutes, but hey, and he only came in like late third quarter or early fourth quarter, something like this, just to give him. I think it was to give LP a breather, I believe. Yeah, I think he was giving LP a breather. Yeah, that bench is horrid. There was a point in the third quarter where both teams was just missing everything. Now there was some good defense being played, especially by the Rockets, but some of them shots was bunnies. They was just missing them. Now in the third quarter, we only scored 12 points, but we held the Kings to 15. A season ago, if we had a game where we scored we scored 12 points in one quarter, we losing by 25. No questions asked. But to me, it looked like everything is coming together. The team's coming together on both ends. Game by game, you can see the incremental improvements. I kind of expected a slow start to the season, and we still gonna have a slow start to the season. I'm not expecting us to start off, what, 18-8. or 18 and 7. That wasn't gonna happen. And under any circumstance, that wasn't gonna happen. But Amin Thompson is still out. Tari East is still out. You know, when them guys come back, we'll see what it look like. We'll see what it do. We'll see what the bench look like, because that's where we're really losing games, is when the bench come in. Because you look at the starters, you look at the plus minus for the starters, it's nuts. And you look at the plus minus for the bench, and it's like, yo, y'all gotta do something. And Coach Udoka had a short rotation. For the most part, he played 8. And like I said, Jeff Green only came in 5 minutes to give the LP a breather. Um, Overall, the 3-point shooting, I know I've been harping on the 3-point attempts. We had 36, which is an uptick from the 32s and the 35s we've been having. But we made 13. To me, the makes, if we're gonna make 13 out of 36 and we only gonna shoot 36, I can live with that. I still want like, 40 plus attempts a game. But then again, like I said, man, it's the bench that's not shooting the threes. The starters don't have that problem. It's the bench that's not really shooting the threes. And we're not expecting Jay Sean Tate to go 3 from 3 every game. That's not gonna happen. Also, I know Dillon Brooks been hot as hell from 3. I'm not expecting that to hold itself. That man shooting 60+% from 3 this season. That's unsustainable. I know Dillon Brooks wasn't signed really to be such a scoring punch as he's been, but he's doing it right now. And he, like I said, that 80 million look like a bargain. Looking like a big time bargain. Yeah, man. Like I said, it's been a good game. It's been a good start to the season. All things considered, it's been a good start to the season. Um, I don't know if this will happen, but Cam Whitmore, I would think, may get some time shortly if Torrey doesn't come back as soon as next couple of games. But we'll see. I'd like to see him in there if if the bench offense is just gonna look so horrid. Now, we do need somebody who's gonna go out there and score. And it's not like he's a slouch on defense either. Like he low key is a good ass defender already. he got the body for it and everything. But like I said, man, I don't know. So far, it looks like Udoka knows what he's doing. Not playing Cam Whitmore right now is probably the only question I would have with him. But yeah, and then his rotations have been solid. He's been trying to stagger some of the starters. He's been trying to keep Şengün, Jalen, or Fred VanVleet on the court at all times. At least one of the 3 will be on the court at all times. Yeah, man. Be patient, Rockets fans. Be patient. Be patient. We's gonna be fine. We ain't start off how y'all expected, but it's cool. We 2-3. The Kings are also 2-3, and they was a playoff team last season, and they returned pretty much their same players. Well, all their same players, really. They returned their same main players from last year. We got a new influx of players, coaches, especially having a new point guard changes everything. And we 2-3 already. Defense is looking better. We'll see, man. Like, comment, subscribe, holla at your boy on Twitter at AK_Infinity_VVS. And we out.